stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The LSU Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Got a man, it's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Get it out on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that 1st down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for space, it's James. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Ferguson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Power football with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Second and very short here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the Ducks get it past the sticks. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. The give from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The sure hands, it's Hilton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give on the inside. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the 2nd level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. On the double. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking for a block. It's Durham. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set. First down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Still running at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. LSU quick to the line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's James. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed on the outside, it's Daniels. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Jackson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 17 over Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gabriel. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Let's go! Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the will they try it again here on 3rd and goal? Trying to barge in. They couldn't get it done with the run, and time is going to expire, and a missed opportunity in the red zone. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Throwing right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Calls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They go to the draw. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. They're trying to get to touchdown Tigers, and the stomping has commenced.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 21 over Northwestern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got a lot of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. The inside handoff.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Trying play action. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Got the quick completion. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corner.
Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ferguson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. They'll run the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over.
Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Power ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, what you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. They marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll bring it back. It's low. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. He'll start this drive firing. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Now on first down after that completion. Got the quick pass. Open space at the 25. Touchdown LSU! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 24 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 38, Oregon 21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for space. It's Durham. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Flushed out of the pocket. Pirouettes away from the defense. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. 1st down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This offense has a 2nd down play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. He wants to take the top off. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Picked off. Got room on the return. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man. Thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They can stop the clock a couple of more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away the